Hi there and welcome to Tactical Magfed. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to install this, the Dynamic Sports Gear T15 powertube. Check it out. Hi there and welcome to Tactical Magfed. As I said in the intro, I'm going to be showing you how to install your T15 powertube upgrade. If you're interested in more information about the powertube and what my thoughts are on it before buying it, check out the previous video. It will be at the end, in the end credits, and linked down in the description. If you're not already, if you haven't already done so, please feel free to smash that like button. It's completely free and it really does help the channel and helps me get videos out to other viewers. If you're so inclined, also subscribe. That will also help me out. Okay, so my videos have been notoriously long in the past, so I've elected to split this video up into an unboxing and review and then an install. So this is part 2, the install. If you're interested in the other video, it will be linked down below in the description, so check that out after this video, or pause and go back and watch that and then come back to this one. This is an install video, so to be able to do this you are going to need first the power tube. Going to need some Allen keys, your Allen key kit that come with your T15. Last but not least, you're going to need a T15 too. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be working on this T15, so there's a couple of bits we need to do first. So we're only going to need the upper receiver, so I'm quickly going to strip it down and get that out. But before we do take the marker apart, we mustn't forget to take the T15 barrel out. Because we need the detents out of this barrel. If you've got spare detents, you don't need to take them out, but you are going to need detents to fit into the tube, because without the T15 barrel there'll be no detents. So don't forget to put your detents in before you fit the tube, because if you do, you'll have to take it out and put them in, and that'll just be annoying. Okay, so top tip number 1. I'm going to find something to take these out. I'm going to get one of these Allen keys. That'll be the easiest thing at my disposal at the moment. Let's take this out. There we go. 1 detent. 2 detents. So keep them safe to one side, because you're going to need them next. Okay, let's get a shot of this. You're not going to need that anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to prep this power tube before we put it in. So same thing, make sure your detents are the right way around, so that they actually retain the ball when it's in the tube. There you go. It might actually be beneficial to refresh your detent a little bit just by, there we go. Depending on how you feel, you might feel that you want to buy new detents or fresh detents. I was going to do that, but like everything in the world at the minute, they're like rocking horse poo-poo to get hold of. So there you go, detents are in there the right way around, so they're going to retain the balls, and that goes in. Put that back to one side. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick time lapse, remove the bottom of this, and then get back to you. Okay, so we've removed the upper receiver. I've left the handguard on because I can't be bothered to take it off, but we just need the top part of this T15. And next what we're going to do is just remove the bolt out the back. So take all the gubbins out and pull the bolt out the back. Ooh, lube, lovely. Okay, so next we're going to have to take this screw out of here. So I don't know if you can see in there, but there is a screw and like a retaining cylinder in there that it's like a shroud that expands the size of the nut that fills the hole in this power tube. So it's effectively this hole here, and it's like as you screw it down, it stops this thing moving about too much, or stops the power tube in general moving about too much. So we'll go ahead and find, which I think it's that one. Yeah, there you go. Now this will be stiff, so you might need to put some elbow grease on it or get some pliers. I know this one's loose because I pre-loosened it. Ready for the video. Okay, feed that out of there. Okay, so there we are, there's the screw, and if you need to okay, so there's that retaining sleeve on there. Put that to one side. Now that's the single bit that needs to undo, then that should just allow you to slide this out. Now while I'm doing this, notice how loose that is when I pull that out. There's little to no friction on there pulling that out. You will see when you put the new one in, it's a little bit tighter. So anyway, take that out, put it to one side. Next, we're not going to be using the T15 barrel on here anymore, so the same Allen key we used to take the inside bolt out fits this one. You unscrew that, take this top bolt off. All these bits do have names. I'm sorry, I don't know what their official First Strike names are. For those of you that have dealt with the barrel wobble issue, this is the nut. There's a tiny screw within this bigger screw setup. So you use the tiny T15 Allen key to adjust that inner screw to push down on this. And there's your spring and little detent ball bearing, or not detent ball bearing, but the ball bearing that is on the guide for the barrel. So you're not going to need that. Take those out and they go in your spares bag, which is, I've got a lot of spares now for this thing because everything seems to be coming off it and new bits going on. Right, so that's everything out that you don't need on there. You can put this back in to fill the hole. So if you don't want an empty hole there, you can fill that back in. It doesn't serve any purpose now, but I suppose it just stops paint getting in to marker or dust or dirt. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to put this back in because you don't want, if I can put it in without threading the blinking thing, that would be even better. There we go. There you go. Put that all the way in there. Excellent. That's flush with the top. It's not sticking out the bottom there, which is good, so it's not going to cause any issues whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just putting that back on there to stop dirt, dust, paint getting in there, cause me potential problems in the future. So flip this back up here, and before, actually, yeah, okay, so this literally slides in. It's not the most complicated upgrade. As you can tell, that it's a lot tighter than the old one that came out. So and then what we're going to do is going to marry up the hole here, if I can find it again. There it is. Okay, so it will sort itself out in a minute. There's the hole where this screw came out of. You just got to line it up with that. Like I say, it is pretty tight, so it might take a little bit of jiggling about. You could probably even put a little bit of lubrication on there just to help that move around, but I'm not into that, so we're not going to do it. Right, so put that back on there. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't over tighten it, just give it, you know, get it to the point where it's tight, and then 1/8 for the turn, and that's in terms of screws and all the other bits that you need to worry about, that's the only bit you have to put in. Next we're going to put our bolt back in. What I am going to do is just put a little bit of lubricant on here. So we have some operator tears here, and I'm just going to put a few drops on my O-rings to help this. He says put a lot on my O-rings on the bolt. This is quite stiff when you put it back in, so you might want to just put some extra lubricant on here when you're putting this back in. But pull the okay, and stick my spring back in there. Right, that's back in. So everything's back together. I'm just going to get a rag and wipe my digits. Okay, so everything's back in there. All we need now is to slip this back onto the marker. I'm good to go. So I'll just get the low receiver. There it is. That on there. Obviously this is an empty gas, so it isn't going to shoot anything. So that's in. That's all in. Obviously the pièce de résistance to this is the fact that once you've got this installed, you can put an A5 threaded barrel on there. So I know what you're going to say next. Well, Rob, what barrel are you going to put on it? It's funny you should say that. So this is a Inception Designs barrel. I believe it's a 12-inch barrel. I'll put the details of this down below, but yeah, this is two-stage barrel, comes apart in the middle, so you've got to be careful with these handguards that you don't over tighten it, because when you get it out you take half your barrel out. It's two different bore sizes, so it's a reasonable barrel. I think it's a round bore barrel. Stay tuned because I will be trying out the Quake barrel. The Quake barrel will fit this. Whether or not it works with all the pressures of the T15 and everything like that, I don't know, but it's worth a shot. So I'll give you an update and I'll show you what it looks like with that. But there we go. So all we do is slide in the there we go, and there you have it. You have your A5 barrel, the upgraded Dynamic Sports Gear T15 AC thread power tube in there. We've got our Inception Designs barrel. So we've got a more efficient and hopefully more stable FPS T15, and you can fit all your AC barrels on there. Also comes in A5 flavour, so you can buy. There's two versions of it, A5 or AC. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. If this video has been helpful and you found it informative, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons. It goes a long way to helping the channel out. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out the description below. I'll give all the options down there for supporting the channel. Merch and all kinds of stuff like that, hats and t-shirts and all sorts of good stuff. Okay, so enough of me blighting on. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you